No one tells you these rules when you start working in corporate America. These are the unspoken rules most people learn the hard way. Maybe you're starting out at your first job and you're wondering what the hell to expect, or maybe you just need a little refresher on how to climb the corporate ladder. Regardless, your job, shockingly, is not about working hard. It's about knowing these rules. The first rule, memorize the org chart. You can find this in your HR portal. It shows who the C-suite execs are and how everyone at the company falls beneath that. It's important to obviously know your boss, but you also have to know your boss's boss and your boss's boss's boss, all the way up to the CEO. There is a hierarchy, and if you want to grow in your role and continue to get promoted, you should know exactly what that path is. It's good to know where you fall in this org chart, how many steps it's going to take to get to the next promotion, how many people are between you and your dream job, and whether or not this path is the path you want to take. Maybe you're actually bubbling up in the HR org and you're like, that's not my calling. I don't want to be the chief people officer. You should also know the names of all the C-suite execs. Of course, if you see them in the elevator or around the office, you want to be able to say hi, be friendly. It goes a long way to remember people's names, and the people who get the fastest promotions are probably being recognized by the C-suite. You'll also notice quickly at your company that people start using C-suite execs by first name. So they'll be like, oh, Mark likes this. This is Mark's preference. Who's Mark? Oh, Mark Zuckerberg. We work at Meta. Got it.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Know the org chart. It matters. The second one, and I wish I told myself this when I first graduated college, is don't black out. Corporate events, happy hours, booze fest, they're all super fun. And coming fresh out of college, I certainly know how to have fun. Who doesn't love a free drink? Also, if you work remotely, this probably doesn't apply to you. It's actually harder to not take it too far than it is to take it too far. You have to sort of tell yourself, okay, I'm at a work event. I need to look at myself from the outside and stop and probably go home. I'm just saying, be cognizant. Also, there's nothing worse than showing up to the office the day after just a clean blackout. We've all been there, or hopefully we haven't been there, but try not to be there. Rule number 3, get to work before your boss. Again, if you work remotely, this doesn't apply to you, but maybe join the Zoom first. Don't be the last one on. This is the quietest, easiest signal to make sure your boss doesn't worry about you. Oh, they're here, they must be working. I'd recommend honestly showing up just a little bit earlier and scrolling TikTok. At least you're there. It goes without saying, but this also builds trust. You also don't need to do the first one in the office every day, but just enough to be seen as reliable. Whether it's fair or not, people associate being early as being invested. It's an annoying old school symbol that carries a lot of weight. Hot take and assess your company culture, but I think getting there early allows you to leave a little bit earlier. And that's girl math. Rule number 4, you should be leaning on AI. I'm sorry, it's just the norm. Everyone is using it. And I think there's actually fear in using it. Oh, maybe I'll be viewed as dumb if I do use AI. No, AI should be drafting all your emails. Claude has a plugin you can use on Gmail. AI should be taking notes and summarizing notes for you. I remember 90% of my entry-level job was just taking notes on meetings. Great, I don't even have to do that anymore. Pro tip on the meeting note taker, make sure to turn it off when you're talking smack with your work bestie at the end of the call. Those notes do get sent out to the entire call list. Another thing you should be using AI for is slide deck generation. My entry-level consulting job was all about making decks for clients. I use Gamma now. There's no reason you should be starting from a blank slate. You should always be working off of something. Tasks in the modern workplace shouldn't be taking you weeks to accomplish. The Duolingo CEO famously said he doesn't think AI will replace humans, but he will happily replace employees who aren't using AI with those who are equipped with AI knowledge. Kind of harsh, but it's true. I promise you it'll make your life and your job easier in the end of the day. Use AI even if it's uncomfortable. Number 5, and this is a hot take, your job is not really about your performance. It's more of a political game. Half your job is about being seen, liked, extroverted. I know it's crazy, but I truly think it's better to be liked at your job than good at your job.
Okay.
Why is it that the guy, and I'm saying guy intentionally, who gets promoted is always the loudest one, the salesman, the guy who knows everyone, and you're like, are they even working? I don't know. How I've applied this to my life is I do a singular task, I'm shouting it from the rooftops. Hey everyone, did you see I just finished that deck? Yeah, that looks really good, doesn't it? Worked really hard on that. Oh, it took me 5 minutes. I don't care. I'm shouting it from the rooftops. I also understand that not everyone is inherently extroverted. You can show this energy in a lot of different ways. Maybe you remember everyone's birthday.
Happy birthday!
Maybe you're always firing off a hilarious Slack message reaction. Maybe you're just super fun. Maybe you're a wizard at SQL and everyone comes to you for a SQL query. You don't need to be the most extroverted person. I'm inherently an extrovert, so it comes a bit more naturally. But you just have to be friendly, kind, likable, and really make your presence known. don't. Perception matters just as much as performance. This is why top performers don't actually work more hours. Doing good work isn't enough if the right people don't see it, and this is just the harsh reality. You need people around you at your job, especially at these huge corporations, to recognize you, advocate for you. You can only tell your story so much, but if you have 3 other advocates saying, Natalie's incredible, promote her, it's gonna land. Pro tip, and I'm serious about this, I have a friend who's a master at this. It's better to go into the office for 3 hours and say hi to everyone than go in for 9 hours and stay chained to your desk in the corner and no one sees you. What's the point of going in? For me personally, when I was early in my career, I found my kind of differentiating factor, which was being funny, being kind of the comedian of the group. Was I better at Excel than my peers? Absolutely not. But was I the fun one who people wanted to bring to this boring, desolate project in the middle of Kansas City? Yes, I was the fun one. Focus on your presence as much as your performance. These are the work tips that no one tells you. You might not want to hear them, but you do need to hear them. I learned the hard way. Hopefully you don't have to. If you want more ways to stand out at your corporate job, smash that subscribe button.